Hi guys, impromptu iPhone cam, sorry. It's just I saw this tag and I want to do it. I feel like it would be helpful for me going forward in the future. It's the 5 things I'd tell my pregnant self tag. I hope I don't ramble too much, but this might be a long video. I just want to be able to look back on it and see what I said when the time comes, if the time comes. So, number 1, I'd say I'd tell my pregnant self to shop early. I did not shop early with London only because of prior miscarriages. I didn't want to jinx it, and I didn't want something to happen and I would have to deal with looking all the stuff that I bought. But later for that, this time I would definitely shop early. I would just keep receipts. God forbid something happen, it could just all be returned. Probably not by me, but by someone in my family could return it for me. But I don't want to live in fear of a miscarriage. That's what the theme of this tag will probably be. Is I was so scared that something would go wrong because I bought something too early. So I would definitely shop early this time. We did kind of buy a few things, and I think at like 9 or 10 weeks, I don't know, I have it in one of my videos when we did our first baby buy, but we didn't get enough and we didn't get the practical things that we should have got early on. So I would definitely change that going forward. Number 2 is a lot like number 1, only more specific. I would say I would definitely prepare myself for breastfeeding. I had an 18-year gap between my kids, in case you guys are watching me for the first time. I did not breastfeed my first daughter, so breastfeeding was foreign to me. So all I had to go by was other YouTube moms, which were very, very helpful. But I fell short in preparing for it, and I believe that's why my supply dried up at 4 months. I know it's something that I did wrong. I don't believe that my supply just dried up just because. I did not take the breastfeeding classes, which I wish I would have done now. I was not prepared supplies-wise, and the most irritating thing was I was not prepared clothing-wise. I had some nursing bras, some nursing tanks. That was about it. I should have had a whole nursing wardrobe, which I've said before. And it'll be even more important going forward with the next pregnancy, if there is one, because I will be working, and I'm working in a Fortune 500 company, and so I need to dress a certain way, and I want to be prepared wardrobe-wise for that. And I would like to have, let me adjust here. I would like to be prepared as far as supplies go. I think I would strongly consider having 2 pumps, probably leaving 1 at work and 1 for home. Maybe the Freestyle Medela for work. I would get stocked up on the storage freezer bags. I would get stocked up on breast pads. I would just really be prepared for it, because I don't know what, I'm not sure where I went wrong this time. I think I pumped too soon. I think I didn't have a very good schedule as far as breastfeeding, pumping, all that stuff. So yeah, I would definitely prepare for that very early on, and I would just keep receipts and take things back if that were necessary. Number 3, am I on number 3? Yes. Number 3, I would tell my pregnant self to, oops, sorry, you guys hear, we live fairly close to a fire station, sorry. I would definitely consider alternative birthing. I wish you could have an epidural at home and have your baby at home with the epidural. That would be fantastic. If you're new to my channel, I had my baby in a hospital, a traditional hospital with a doctor, not a midwife. And, you know, I got treated very well in the hospital as opposed to my first experience. It was wonderful. I had wonderful nurses. My doctor, as you guys know, was okay. She was great during the birth, though. Partially, the nurses might have been so sweet because they knew I was a nurse, and you usually get a little bit of VIP when you're a nurse. So that might have had a little something to do with it. I have no complaints about how I was treated. My issue was just being in the hospital for 2 days. I just felt so, first of all, their postpartum ward consisted of, I don't know, about 10 or 20 rooms. I was lucky I got a private room. A lot of people, they had a room, but they had to walk. There was like community showers. I had a shower and a toilet in my room. So I would hate to go back and be stuck like having to share a community shower. Yeah. So I'm definitely open to a midwife. And I think I said before that I did not want a midwife because I felt like they were too hand-holdy, I just felt like I just wanted to go to a doctor who was going to say this, this, and this. I'll see you in 4 weeks. That's what I felt like I wanted, and that's what I got, and I was okay with that. But I think that this time around, I would definitely consider the alternative. I would consider seeing a midwife, and I would consider a birthing center, and I would even consider a home birth. My problem is I don't know about my pain tolerance. I did find, I think it was about 6 centimeters when I got the epidural last time. Sorry, the lighting is weird. So I don't know if I could physically handle a home birth, an all-natural birth. But again, I am definitely open to it, which I was not before. So, yeah. Because I was just miserable cooped up in that tiny little room. My postpartum room had no windows. My family came and went. My husband ended up not staying the night because what they had for him to sleep on was just horrible. I really regret that. The next time if I'm in the hospital, his butt is going to be with me in the hospital overnight. So I definitely would not go back to the hospital that I had London in. If I am going to do a hospital birth, it would be in a different hospital or a birthing center or at home. Yeah, I was all cooped up. I didn't have a window to look out of. So I remember when I was getting discharged, I just thought to myself, I want to get out of here. I've got to smell fresh air. I've got to just step out of this freaking building. It was just awful. The TV was horrible. The Wi-Fi sucked. The Wi-Fi sucked. I couldn't even talk to people. I wanted to make YouTube videos and post Facebook, family, just everything was like, can you hear me? Can you hear me? It was just horrible. Horrible. So, and that's when you have nothing else to do, it's like, yeah, I'm totally rambling right now, aren't I? Yeah, Yeah, okay, so that's number 3. I would definitely consider alternative birthing. Number 4 is, I would, and this kind of goes along with the last one, I would prepare better for the actual birth itself. I packed a bag and I used everything in the bag. However, the photographer came and I didn't realize that me and my husband were going to take pictures. When they told me that, when they talked about taking pictures, they said me and my husband, all we needed to wear was a black top that photographed the best. So I thought they were going to do some razzle dazzle and make me beautiful in the pictures. They didn't. Those pictures were horrible of me and him. He didn't have a haircut, so he wore a hat. So I would definitely, I would definitely bring makeup. I would definitely brought a few changes of clothes for the baby for different poses. Yeah, I would have got all dolled up. When I look at those pictures, I'm just like, oh, I get irritated every time I see them. I look like I had just given birth. It was horrible, partially because I was just feeling miserable in that room. So I would definitely have a more cluttered delivery bag. And I know my motto was less is more, but yeah, I would definitely change that. Okay, number 5, I believe, is I would just try to tell my pregnant self to be more physical during this pregnancy, which I know I will be because I'm working. So, I mean, with London, I basically laid around in the house for the entire pregnancy. Partially because I wasn't working, the money was very, very tight, which was very depressing when you're pregnant and you don't have the money to spend because you want to buy, you want to do. and I couldn't. So a lot of the pregnancy was spent stressing about needing this, needing that, can't afford it, can't do that. So it was depressing, and I didn't get out much, coupled with I don't want to lose this baby, I don't want to have a miscarriage, equals fat pregnant lady on the couch. So I would definitely not do that again. I'm definitely not. When that morning sickness wears off, because we all know that I'm horribly sick during my pregnancies, whenever that lets up, I would definitely get my butt out and exercise, eat better, just take care of myself in general. I do not want to end up like a bump on a log like I did with London's pregnancy. Okay, and I think I covered just about everything. I probably could have done 10 things that I would do different in this pregnancy, honestly. Nutrition is definitely one of them. I hope I don't have gestational diabetes again, but if I do, I would definitely deal with it. I am not pregnant, so, you know, just to let you know. I know a lot of this sounds like I am already, but when I saw this tag, I was like, you know what, let me say this now, because I know a lot of this, damn it, the lighting. I know a lot of this I will forget when the time comes. So, yeah, thanks for watching. All my social network links are below, or at least Facebook will be. If you want to see daily pictures of me and my family, follow us on Instagram and or Facebook. Thanks. Bye.